Good morning, guys. Good afternoon. Good evening for everyone. Today we're gonna make a quick DeFi Dapp. It's about a staking Dapp that you will retrieve your rewards token. Today I'm not alone. I'm with Upendra, Calvin, and Robert. Do you have any words to say, guys?
Thank you, Rafa. Thank you having me here. And I think that's gonna be really cool. DeFi is the trending topic always in the Web3, and we're gonna be creating a simple dApp using just AI. It's going to be lots of learning for everyone. Thank you.
All right.
Thank,
Um, Excited for it, Rafa. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
thank you, Calvin. Thank you, guys. All right. So, about this DeFi Dapp, we need to first to check the flow. So let's draw a little bit of our project. Uh, let's call the title as staking the app. That like this staking the app is basically a platform that where you deposit your any token or any cryptocurrency, and in the meantime, or actually in in the through of the time, like if in the next month or the next week you will receive any amount of tokens of this is a second token that the platform will mint for you. So let's start with the basic, obviously with the front end. Okay.
Sorry,
Yeah.
taking the app and what does it do? It's like a letterbox for your wallet?
Yeah, like I will explain better with the draw. Like
I hear
this
something.
is this is like the user. Yeah, this is the user, and the user will deposit, like let's say we'll deposit 10 COTI tokens, and the front end will call to the smart contract that this is the staking smart contract. All right, and this smart contract has a logic to say, hey, per each COTI amount, or per each one COTI, the user will receive, let's say, 5 RT. That, let's say, that is the rewards token, and this is the logic that the smart contract has. But what happens behind this smart contract calls another smart contract that is the other ERC20 token. All right, but this is called by a mint function. So when the smart contract calls the mint function, this will call to the front end, okay, again, and the front end will notify in the UI and to the user that, hey, you already have 5 RT tokens to claim, and the user, okay, and the user will call to the UI just to claim his tokens, and that's it. That's how a staking the app works. Okay, so but today we won't do that manually or since scratch. So we will use Thirdweb. That Thirdweb is basically a powerful platform that you can use to deploy contracts, to connect wallet, to make a login or sign up flow, and also has a lot of features. So today we're gonna build this project only with Thirdweb. Okay, so this is basically the flow. The user deposits. Let me right here deposits COTI cryptocurrency to the front end, and also the staking will get this balance. That's it. That's a basic and easy flow. So we can start going to Thirdweb and trying to explore. I will log in with my MetaMask, and it's important to say that
So, Rafa,
Thirdweb. Yeah, go ahead.
like there was a little bit confusion. Person is going to deposit the COTI, or like is taking COTI, and the reward is going to be another token, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like there are two tokens, or actually one token and one cryptocurrency. The first one, the currency is COTI, and the other is RT, that is the rewards tokens.
So like he gonna be getting this RT token after some time, or he instantly get this RT token?
Yeah, like this is in terms of the logic of this smart contract, you can select uh, how how much time you want to send or you want to let claim those tokens to the user, and this is into the logic of this smart contract.
Okay, so it's totally depend on the the product or the what facility you want to provide to the user, right? We're gonna be deciding it in the future. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. You will see here. So this is the dashboard of Thirdweb, and you just need to create a project. It's important to say that Thirdweb has some plans, so I already paid the starter just to let me to the play smart contract. It's so cheap; it's only $5 per month. It's not expensive, and I already created my project. It call it as staking, and that's it. Here you have three important sections. The first one is starter kits, that we're gonna select this one next starter kit because we're gonna clone and we can run and we can start with this framework with already the configuration of Thirdweb and select the chain that we want to connect. The SDK is basically like the library that the front end will use to call the smart contracts, and also some features that you can choose to create any DApp. So, but today we're gonna select the contracts, and as you can see, I have not contracts yet, but I will deploy a new one, and I also will create my staking contract here. There are a lot of contracts template that you can select, but today we're gonna select this one that is a token, and later we will deploy the staking contracts right here. Stake your NFTs or tokens to earn ERC20 tokens in return, and we're gonna select this one. All right, and also the token ERC20. So you will see a lot of description about the stake ERC20, and just you need to click right here and click right here also. And this contract should have a name and also symbol and a trusted forwarders. I will explain what is this for. A trusted forwarder is basically a third wallet that you will use to pay the the gas fees for the users. So the users should not pay with gas fees, and this is like also this is like the logic as a gas station. If you ever heard about gas station, is like a third party that will pay for you like any gas or any transaction fee for your execution of any smart contract or any DApp.
Why would they
And
do that? Isn't that sorry,
yeah,
Rafa?
no, yeah.
Why would a gas station do that for you? That seems like free service.
Yeah, it's like a freak service. Works a lot long time ago for airdrops and also for some NFT marketplaces where you can claim your own token and you can mint your own token without pay anything. And also for blockchains that already or the blockchains that didn't send the airdrop for cryptocurrencies, and they can use a gas station just to pay for a new user that has not that cryptocurrency. But yeah,
Right.
there's
And
has a lot of use cases.
may I ask, so a super noob question, and I'm trying to catch up. Staking is basically a way for a user to put put in their cryptocurrency, and in return they get rewards. Is that correct?
Yeah, is that correct? Exactly.
Okay,
Just like that.
cool. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
And if they
Yeah,
don't behave, then whatever they deposited, they might be redeemed. So,
exactly.
or as they call it, slashed. Yeah, so you lose your deposit
right.
then if you misbehave. Then.
And this
Yeah,
Thirdweb, and this Thirdweb is creating a contract for us or a complete product for us. Like
sorry, say
they
it
are
again.
like this Thirdweb have a staking contract, and they what we are doing here is configuring that, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, exactly. Hmm.
so like we can select the what functionality we want in our product, or which all functionality we can avoid here, right?
Yeah, we can select that one. You will see because has a lot of functions that you are not seeing here, but it's into the documentation. Yeah, we will take care about that later. But yeah, about the state contract, um, as you can see, I need the ERC20 reward token address, so I should deploy first the token. And also here is not letting me to select like a cryptocurrency like a native cryptocurrency like COTI or Ethereum from Ethereum. So I just will create two ERC20 tokens. All right. Also, I can select the time unit for rewards. As you can see, the numbers of seconds. If you want to, this is the description, all right? If you want to give a rewards per hour, you can select like 3,600, and that's it, like it's an hour. And also the ratio, that this is important because um, this is basically the unit that you will receive per each time, and also has a lot of features here. All right, well, let's start first with the token. I will call it as reward token. I will select like this is Memoji, and the recipient address is the address that will receive like the first sales. So I will select only my address, and for trusted forwarders, my address. As you can see, I can select COTI, and there are 3 chains available, but one deprecated, obviously, for reasons of COTI development. So I will select the COTI testnet, and let's deploy it.
Is that a one-click deployment from Thirdweb?
Yeah, with 2
Wow.
transactions. So easy, isn't it? Without using Remix and all those frameworks. Oh, wonderful. We can see our contract. And that's it. As you can see, there are like a website where we can see our token on COTI testnet, and also the name. Has some info that the users can see if you have a community or something like that. But that's it, right? Here says that it's deployed already, but we can mint also. So we should go here, and we can mint like I want to mint only 5. Okay, here is failing for any reason.
Oh no.
Oh
It starts.
no,
It begins.
it be yeah.
It was going so smoothly.
It is.
We haven't even touched AI yet.
Yeah, without AI early. But all right, don't worry. We can inspect and we can figure it out what is happening here. Okay. All right. There.
So
Yeah.
May I know more about the rewards token that gets minted? Is it like is it a set cryptocurrency, or is it well, it depends on you as a developer, right?
Yeah, depends on the developer and the configuration for the token. So yeah, looks like okay. Probably
Who
let
has
me
the
see the
authority to
configuration also. Sorry.
In this
Yes, I was actually wondering about that.
who has the
Oh,
authority
yeah,
to
go, Kev.
Yeah,
who wants to go
it looks
first?
like
I think we have a lot of comments.
I want to see. Okay, let me see
Traffic
the
jam.
smart contract. No worries, we will figure it out what is happening. From to this is my address. Okay. Oh, there we go.
So I guess
Transaction.
Galvin was first with a question.
All right. Okay. Cool. Is in this example, RT is the token. Is that correct? Is that right? This example token called RT. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm caught up. Thank you.
My question was about the interface. It's the first time I see you building with Thirdweb, and I was wondering, is it like a template deployment? Can you
Oh, good.
change variables? Like, can you renounce your contract, stuff like that? Is it all in there?
Yeah, I see this is like the admin dashboard, and you can like see any details of that. But I'm not sure that you can change like the title, the same symbol on the name.
But I
But
can
yeah,
see in the bottom there was a permission section. We can check like who have all the
yeah,
permissions.
that it's true. That's true.
Like maybe we don't have the minting permission.
You're right. So yeah, this is like my minter address, and look, transferring tokens in this country is okay. Ungrab, revoke, poster, minter, migration,
Upendra, have you ever
lister.
used Thirdweb before?
Sorry?
Have you used Thirdweb before?
No, I'm
Alright.
seeing it this time.
This is new to you too. What's their
But like,
monetization like?
I have worked with thousands of contacts, so like, they should maybe.
You don't need this.
Upendra's already at Thirdweb.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. In the meantime, we can go through the front end setup. So as you can see, I already have like the link of the next starter from Thirdweb. All right. So, but let's see if we can do that from since the dashboard. All right. We go to the staking and let's go to actually this is starter and yeah, it's basically this one. All right. The moment you will create your project, you will retrieve two keys. The first one is like client ID that this can be public, and the other one is the secret key that should be private. So, and also you can rotate and change your secret key. I already have in this file, so I should not copy again. But okay, we can start just cloning this starter template, and I will open my terminal. And I will clone it to my desktop. Okay, this already says that I already have. I will open my next starter, and I will install everything, and I will open my cursor, and there we go. This is our starter template for from Thirdweb. And let's see in our package how we can start. So we can start sharing Depp.
So Thirdweb provides this package to directly load into Cursor, or what was the step you took?
Yeah, like once you select here, like next starter, you will go to the repo, and then you clone your repository. Also, if you have not GitHub or Git configuration, you can also download with the zip. That is basically like the files, and that's it. You can open the zip and you will retrieve your directory or your folder with all the files of the project. And then you go to cursor, and that's it. You open the project. But yeah, I did with comments in my terminal, so but no worries, it's okay. Once you run the project, you can go to package and just see if into the scripts appears like a command to start the project. So, but also appears in the README. But you can see this one, like start development server, and just copy this command and paste it in your terminal. And that's it. That's how you will retrieve or you get this site. It's so easy. It looks like I already have like a button to connect your wallet. You can connect your MetaMask. That's it. I think let me see if it has COTI. It looks like it doesn't have, but we can go and config just to accept like the COTI chain, all right? But first of all, we need to go to the documentation just to see how it's working, like the configuration of the wallets. All right, so let me search here chain or network. Anyway, let me see over here. There we go. Chain, Thirdweb SDK, my chain. Cool. And that's it. If we go to the client, we will, okay, important thing. Here we have like a .env.example file that this is like the example file that you should save your keys that I already command you. So this key is about the client ID. So I should go to my Thirdweb project that is right here. I will copy my client ID and I will paste here. That's it. Okay, so this is so important just to have here, and that's it. We can go through the Connect wallet. Let me search for. This is the Connect button, and as you can see, it has this configuration that says that import Ethereum configuration chain and use it here. All right. So, but we don't know how. We don't want Ethereum. We want COTI. Let's see if it has COTI. Looks like it's not. But what we can do, so we can go to inspect or define this import or this const, and we can copy this configuration and use it for our configuration of COTI. So let's create another folder that is live. I will say chains. I will select COTI here.
Okay, so this is the part where you configure it to detect COTI instead of Ethereum.
Yeah, exactly. So look, here I am defining my blockchain. Obviously should be a EVM chain, and I will call it as COTI scan. That is like the scanner, and I will select COTI here. Then I'm COTI, and here COTI, and we go to docs of COTI. Okay, and we should go to networks, to testnet, and there we go. This is the configuration. This is the network name.
Okay, to now just in the case of cursor, could you just paste a link to that doc? So okay, update it with this.
Yeah, of course. I will pay. Yeah, I will upload everything in a repo and I will add it into the comments. Yeah. just to not have an issue.
No, I
We
mean
copy.
you're editing the values now. I thought in case of cursor,
Oh,
if you just throw it the link and say okay, scrape it from the page, would that work?
Smart.
yeah. Let me see. Okay, let me. Sorry. I'm not seeing the RPC. The RPC URL, because the RPC URL. Anyway,
But
I
you're
don't
in the
know why
token
it's not
definition,
happening
right?
here. Yeah.
Or
Oh, yeah. But like, no, this is the chain the definition, but I'm not seeing like the RPC URL. The RPC URL is so important because um it's like a call and all the information of the chain from a node specifically. But let me see the configuration here. There we go. Look at this. RPC should be behind ID. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
It's in the
This
advanced
appears.
section.
Yeah, it's a little bit advanced, but no worries. You can help a lot with the documentation. So the RPC, as you can see here in the documentation, is important. Just make sure that you are adding here. And if you go to the COTI documentation and you copy this RPC URL and then use it here. Okay, and that's it. That's everything. And also the block explorer URL, and you paste it here. And there we go. And that's it. That's everything we need. Okay, so if we go to page, we delete this import and we just import the COTI from our library, and we select this one here. And there
Sorry,
we go.
Rafa.
Yeah.
Someone asked, Kalanguista asked, will you put this project in a Git repository? This part of configuration to use COTI blockchain would be nice for community.
Yeah, absolutely. I will do that at the end of the live stream. So no worries, you will have it. The final project as the full source code. So, yeah, sure,
Thanks for that, Kalanguista.
great. There we go. We already configure our networks. As you can see, it's retrieving the balance on COTI, and it's already connected to the COTI chain, and that's everything we need. All right. What else? So we can start to create our smart contract, but using Remix ID and also the staking contract too. But also obviously using Thirdweb libraries. Remember that they have an SDK that we can use it for smart contract calls and everything like that. So let's go to first of all to docs of COTI, because COTI has an AI and it's wonderful because it has all the information of COTI blockchain, garbled circuits and everything from here. So I will say create a private ERC20 token with a mint function, and minter address will be a second smart contract. Okay.
that was actually one of my questions. As in, I saw that Thirdweb supports COTI as one of the networks you can select to generate your contracts. Does it mean it
Yeah.
also supports all the private functions?
Yeah, that could be true, and I'm sure that is the problem, because probably Thirdweb has not the configuration with COTI ethers, and doesn't know about the types of garbled circuits. But yeah, I'm sure too about that. So okay, this is a simple smart contract where once you deploy, you should select the minter address. That, remember, this should be the staking contract address. I will draw later. All right, we should go to Remix ID. Let's go to Remix. I will select this one. And then go to contracts. This is the other contract for last live stream. I will say rewards token, that's all. And then paste it. And let's check that compiles. Okay, cool. But what is happening here? Let's go back to Scalidra. So the thing here is that the rewards token smart contract should have inside a main function. That main function will select like an amount, okay, and an address. Okay, let's say 2. But who should call this function? So this function should be called by the staking smart contract. Okay. So staking smart contract will call this, but obviously only this smart contract can do that. Anyone else should not be able to call this mint and should retrieve an error. Okay, so this is okay, and but this is obviously the sending the tokens to the user that is claiming or redeeming the tokens, and that's it. That's how it works. So that's why we are, oops, remix failed. That's why it's adding into the constructor like the minter address and a modifier that is like a condition that only message sender, or message sender means like the color of that function, should be the minter, that we define the minter into the constructor that is the staking contract. Okay. Okay, we go to reward token, we compile, we go to deploy. Obviously we deploying. Let's onboard. And there we go. We compile this contract, but obviously we don't have this address, isn't it? So we should deploy first the staking contract, and let's create that staking contract. To create that smart contract, I will just clear off AI, and I will say study about COTI Blockchain. Garbled circuits, MPC core library for smart contracts, for private smart contracts with COTI's GitHub, and what else? And then create a private staking basic contract that can add ERC20 token contract. The logic is the user deposits COTI and the staking contract will let claim user the tokens RT. All right, let's see how it works. So obviously I'm defining first that the cloud should study COTI blockchain and garbled circuits before create the private smart contract. And as you can see, is actually doing that. Is study about garbled circuits from the articles of COTI and everything.
So Rafa, So currently we are creating a private ERC20, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the reward token gonna be in as a private ERC20. So like the user gonna be have the functionality, like they're gonna have reward, but they also gonna have a private reward.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. And we are also creating this staking contract from this AI tool.
Yeah, but there we have. As you can see, it's actually defining like the reward token. But here, obviously, we will have an issue. Why? Because this is defining some functions that we don't have obviously in the contract that COTI AI give us. So let me see if we can improve this contract using cloud just to make sure that the staking is using the correct functions that you should call. So improve I will say the to the prompt, improve this smart contract. I will paste, or improve the following smart contract to use it with the staking contract you made. Okay, I will pause it. Look at this, even is making on the script.
I'm intrigued that it's, if you define the way you defined it, is you said like go to COTI's GitHub, and apparently it found out which one's the right repo and just took examples.
Exactly, it's going to COTI's GitHub, and he's taking example for those smart contracts available there. So okay, the private. Let's check it.
The amount of code AI create, like this also creating gonna be the problem for the developers. What I always feel while coding with the cursor, I just ask it to test one functionality, it go and create like more than 10 and 15 scripts. Then I need to go back and ask the cursor like, okay, remove this dead code, just give me one script with a simple functionality.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, instead of doing it yourself, you tell it to fix its own homework.
Exactly.
Yeah, like it increase your work by like you wanna be, if you want to understand the code, you're going to read this 15 scripts, as that can be difficult, or you can ask AI like make a complete gist of that, provide me here. But what I feel,
Shorter.
and I've so seen so many developers doing, they always after 10 or 15 minutes go to the cursor prompt and ask like remove the dead code and just stay with the latest code. And I think that's gonna be the standard practice.
Yeah, let it review it. Let it review itself first before you jump in and actually and then give you a second opinion.
Yeah, and in the last live stream, like it was, I asked it to deploy the contract, it deploys it. We come across some error, I ask to fix this and deploy it. It creates another script for the deployment. So occasionally I gonna be having like 15 to 20 deployment script in my code. So the script folder, increase with the 15 or more than 15, like 20 or 30 scripts. So I need to go to the AI, like keep the latest deployment script, remove all the tried and
All the
tested part.
junk. All right.
And I think that's the problem with a cursor, because it need to maintain
Yep.
a point for the developer. So if a developer gives the prompt, it creates a written point, a versioning of it. So if somehow developers want to go to the previous version, like 15 or 20th version previous, so for that, I think Cursor or another AI tools keep all these files to jump back. So that's the developers' responsibility. Like if they know, like after this point, they are not going to jump back, so they can ask the AI like remove this previous and that code from the previous files.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, Cloud, look at this. Remix sometimes fail with COTI plugin. Probably I will submit up here or something like that because something's happening there. But Cloud already made for us this simple staking smart contract. And regarding the logic, we should deploy first the 2 tokens that you will deposit for and that you will receive once you claim. And this is the private ERC20 smart contract. So I will deploy 2 private smart contracts. So let me go here and I will say, I don't know, doggy. Let me see, doggy. DG. I will deploy it. Okay. Oh my god, failed, but probably deployed successfully. Yeah, it deployed successfully our smart contract, and I will deploy another one. I will call it. Oh, this is not one. Yes, it is. And I will call it as. Sorry, something is happening here. Reward token.
What exactly?
Praise
That
to the machine
is-
god.
Yeah. In this constructor, it's accepting 2 strings, but if I go to the COTI plugin and I select the simple private token that is actually, there we go. It was appearing like 2 addresses. That is weird, but I don't know. Probably Remix has a problem here. But anyway, I will go to rewards token and I will compile and I will select my that one here. Yeah, Remix like has an issue, a serious issue. I will go here, I will onboard, I will compile, and I will go here. Anyway, I will try it. I will call it as reward token. Oops. It's not letting me. Reward token. Oh god.
That's
Has a
weird.
serious. Yeah,
That is
so weird.
That is very weird.
Very, very weird. I will
works.
report it.
Nothing more than 5 letters.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, no issue here.
So that was a remix issue.
That exactly.
Just like a bug.
It's actually a remix issue, but we deployed both smart contracts successfully. This is the contract address, the first contract address of Doggy contract, and this is the second one. So let's deploy the third one that is about the rewards, the staking contract, But let me see if it works. The logic. It says that the function stake will receive the encrypted amount. Okay. I don't know if should be accept like a parameter like an encrypted amount because it's a random amount. So this is not. I don't think. MPC. Okay, let me see. Encrypted input, stake amount, MPC value encrypted amount. Okay, yeah, no, it works. Why? Because in garbled circuits and in COTI blockchain smart contracts, an encrypted amount will be always with let's say with a signature. So with that, obviously only you can sign that encrypted amount and has like a ciphertext. All right. Once this MPC core wants to validate that ciphertext that is into this parameter, uh, will decrypt that amount. And that's it. We will use that stake amount and will works. But okay, let's check it out. I will go to simple private staking and I will select the first one that is this contract as COTI token. Okay, yes. And the second smart contract that is the rewards token right here, and I will deploy it. Okay, confirm. There will appears like the issue once always I want to deploy, but execute successfully, but the interface failed. Okay. It works. This is our staking contract. And there we go. So we go back to the front end. And let's create a client in the library folder. Okay. We will create this right here like a client.ts file. Sorry, there's an issue here. And I will say I will call the cloud. That is my assistant. And I will say client study source and package JSON. Why I'm saying this to cloud? Because he needs to know the context of the source, and that is the big directory that we have here, and we have all the UI stuff and also all the logic stuff that we will use, and also the packaging, because with this we'll know what dependencies we'll use to create my client. That is finally and create in.
Rafa, we are using Claude in the cursor, so two AI tools together. That's good.
Yeah, no, we have like but this is like a terminal because I downloaded the CLI and I'm using it into the cursor, but it's not a feature by cursor. It's like a basically a CLI or a terminal.
Yeah, and like Claude code, you cannot download directly. You need to use it using the terminal, and I think better use it cursor. It feels very nice with the cursor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is this a paid version or the free version?
Sorry, say it again.
Is this paid or you are using the free version?
Sorry, I didn't got you. I think.
Claude,
you-
have you purchased the Claude APIs?
Oh no. Only CLI. You can look for actually in the cloud as cloud CLI, and you will receive. This no.
So for the viewer or for my confusion, can you clarify like we use Claude on the browser, the limit exists. It's really have a really small limit. So what about the Claude CLI?
Oh, it's actually the same. In terms of cloud AI assistant in the browser and into the and about the cloud CLI that you will use in terminal is actually the same. We can go to my account actually, and then we can take a look. Look at this, the settings, but there is not a lot to see actually because has not those that information about how and about my prompts that I'm using in CLI.
Okay.
Like if I create a chat, it has a history, but if I'm using the CLI, it has not. Yeah,
Okay, I think we're gonna have a another live stream for that to
yeah,
explore that.
yeah. Of course, about Cloud CLI. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will use CLI to create my clients file.
Okay.
I will say study source and package file with clients. Um, what is? Sorry. Um, I will create a script for my staking contract. That is this. No, that is this one. And that's it.
To
Okay, I will
test
say
it.
that. Yeah, yeah, to test it also. Create creating create in client.ts and script to interact with my staking contract, but he needs the context. All right, so I will upload right here in source, and I will create like another folder that I will call it as utils, and I will create a file, call it as staking.json, and I will create a JSON right here, call it as ABI, and I will define an array. And into that array should be the ABI of my staking contract, because because cloud needs that information, and I will copy right here. All right, copy, as you can see right here, copy ABI to clipboard, and I will paste it. Oops. There we go. We're already done. I will do that the same for ERC20.json, and I will go to right here to this contract. I will compile it and then copy the ABI. Okay, cool. Once I got those JSON, I would say a script to interact with my staking contract using the ABI, and I will tag the staking.json and this address, and I will paste the contract address of my staking contract, right? Deploy it in COTI testnet chain. That is actually, we will tag chains, and then I will say that please use COTI ethers library. So I should install COTI ethers. Okay, there we go. I will install this library that works a lot to interact with this chain successfully, because has the type of all our private functions. So I will install it right here, and I will copy this, and I will say please use the library COTI ethers. There we go. Let's see if it works my prompt. Oh, I forgot to add a signer. That the signer basically is like the user that you can retrieve it using Thirdweb. But let's see if it works.
Is
Okay,
it defined in the template somewhere that it refers to Thirdweb for cursor?
Yeah, no, like the template is the code I clone. Yeah, no, that's it. Thirdweb will retrieve us with another library, with the SDK of Thirdweb. You will see later that. Okay. This is okay. It's like a class. I don't like the class. I will copy this. I will fix the type issues that has this file. All right. Anyway, and that's it. And I will say, please, in page, create a UI to interact with all functions from client's file using the Signer user wallet. Okay. Let's see how Cloud works with for UI. Okay. In the meantime, we will collect our other token addresses. I will call this token client.ts, and I will say const doggy contract address is another const that I will paste my reward or RT contract address, and I will copy the second token address. Okay, cool. We can see that already add a UI for our staking contract. Let's see. Cool. Oh, look at this. But I will say that avoid this private key. Okay, avoid. There, where we go. So what is the issue with this input? This input says that we need to import or to paste our private key, but we do not want that. We want just to connect and interact safety with our UI. So I will say, please, right here, avoid import private key is not safety. Just use. Let me check in Thirdweb. In Thirdweb SDK, how a client it's called. Okay, no, it's not this one. It's not this one. Wallets, just no, it's not this one.
So for the first-time viewers, the reason that it's always a best practice to not ask for a private key or not import it anywhere is because you cannot change the key. Unlike any other password for account you have, you can usually generate a new one, but in the case of the setup of most blockchains, there's only one key which is related to your account.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's one key per account.
Yeah, which means the adagio, not your keys, not your coins, is related to that. That if you're not in control of who has access to that address, then someone else might. So it's. I know there were projects experimenting with generating keys, like with multiple variables influencing the key, but it's experimental, let's say.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
haven't seen it in the Ethereum ecosystem yet.
Yeah, it is. So, okay. RPC user provider. Oh, I see the issue. Yeah. It says that right here. We have an issue here, so I will paste the fixed prompt given by cursor, but I given to cloud. So there we go. I will explain a little bit about this client. This client is like a class that will receive 3 parameters. That is the provider. That is basically the JSON RPC. We will receive the contract and also the signer, that is basically the user. And with those parameters is enough just to call each function. So let's try. Right here, it says that it's already connected. And okay. Cool. These are the functions by the staking contract, okay? But obviously we didn't add like the other private ERC20 contracts. So we should create another client right here in token client, and let's say the same thing as we said for the staking client. So create another client here, and I will tag token client, and also other UI to call all the functions from the following 2 smart contracts, 2 private smart contracts, and I will tag the ABI ERC20 using the token addresses. Oh, actually I avoid the text, and I will say that that's it, only that. Okay, so with the following client that cloud will create right here, we will use it with the UI that we are seeing here. All right, so that's basically that. That's great. I would love to try it and to test those smart contracts, but Remix ID looks like has an issue with something. I don't know what is happening with Remix, but let's check it. Okay.
In the meantime, welcome Kit to the broadcast as well.
Hi. Just trying to understand.
Yeah, dude. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. But I will, at the end, I will upload this repository to my personal GitHub and I will share it to you. with a README, obviously, explanation of everything, of the client, of the components. So no worries.
Fantastic.
Okay, let's wait. Oh, it's here. Okay. Okay. If we go here and we call, okay, cool. If we click here to Doggy, as you can see, this is the UI that Cloud created, and those are the tabs that we have. The first tab is about the Doggy token, the first token that we will use to deposit into the staking contract, and the second one is the reward token. So if we call the get name function, we retrieve the Doggy string that actually is the successful call to this function. If we call to the get total supply, obviously has an issue because it will be encrypted. As the same with the balance. All right. So if we try to click, let's remember how is the logic about the main function. So the main function says that should deploy to an address with an encrypted amount only by minter. By the minter is okay, is, let me remember, is the message sender, that is my address, that, or actually that the address that deployed this smart contract. And okay, that's it. And also we can mint the reward. So let's go back to the UI, and I will I will mint some Doggy to my account. Okay, cool. It says that I have this amount.
Yeah, like it's using GT type.
Yeah.
I think mint reward function will block, not this one.
Yeah, like it's because this function, exactly, this function is not, let me see, because it's management, it's into the management here. Mint Doggy, okay, right here. Oh, it's calling actually with Doggy mint amount, but I will say here, this is happening the issue. Why? Because it's like giving like a normal amount, but should be an amount with this type of Garble circles, that is GTU into 64. Okay, so I will say this amount, please, should be encrypted or with this type. Okay, this is the type, this, or actually the second param for mint Doggy function.
Rafa, like I want to intervene here. I got stuck with this type of problem for R in a live stream. You cannot pass this GT type. Yeah, you need to use the mint reward function, not the normal mint. It's for the smart contracts.
Yeah, it's about like for the types, isn't it? From
Yeah.
the COTI Ether
GT
library.
type, yeah.
Yeah.
In the code, GT type only can be called by the contracts, not by the front end.
Only called by the contract. Do you
Yeah.
mean this one?
Yeah, GT type.
GT type. Oh, interesting. I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got it in a live stream for long, so I know that.
Okay, so that means that the staking contract should call this function, the mint function. Let me see. But actually I don't see that. Oh no, yeah, I got you. I got you. Okay.
So for the viewers, why there sometimes is a mismatch in types is because the functionalities, the private functions of COTI are beyond COTI ecosystem itself, not widely commonly documented and used, of course. So the examples that, for instance, Cursor would come up with, or Claude directly, would be related to what's already out there in the Ethereum ecosystem, and that's a different type. So the private types to be used for the variables, sometimes we have to point the editor towards that and give it examples in terms of contracts or send it towards the documentation of COTI Online.
Yeah.
And explain more on this, Robert, as you go to understand the privacy of the COTI. And if you're going to use this simpler contracts, but if you want to create some dApps which going to be using more privacy features of the COTI, you need to understand the types. There are three types like IT type, GT type, and so the GT type only used for the smart contracts. And like you can encrypt your data, but as a user you can only encrypt your data as a IT type or user type. So users can encrypt the data, but they can do in the IT type. GT type is separate for the COTI blockchain. So COTI
Hmm.
blockchain also can encrypt it and decrypt it, but you can understand it like contract interact with each other in a coding language, and their language is GT type. And but the user, when user wants to interact with the contract, they can interact with the encrypted or coding language, but that language going to be a UT type. So sorry, IT type. So there is a separation between both.
Yo, that's interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the best way to collectively solve this is just to build as many contracts as possible. Keep using it, because then the engine will start to understand it better.
Or with building, you can also interact with the COTI AI in the documentation. If you start asking the question COTI AI, it explains really good. I learned all these things from the COTI AI, so the explanation we get
Nice.
really good.
Cool. I will close those tabs. Okay. There we go. We deploy a new contract just fixed with the fixed types, right? Because it has a lot of issue right there. I have like a quick advice with this. Once you're trying to create in private smart contracts, just like make sure that you are accepting in all the parameters of your functions, public types. And why is that? Because once you're using public types as parameters, will be easier for COTI ethers or for any AI that is like assistant for your front end or your client section. It will be easier just calling your parameters, right? Well, so what is happening to that function? So is converting or translating the type of the normal type to a private type from garbled circuits, COTI. All right. So that's actually That's actually the thing I should do in the beginning, but I already did with this new contract. And the thing I will do right now is just compiling and receiving the new ABI. Okay, I will paste right here and I will say fix token client with the new ABI that is from RC20 JSON. Cool. Oh no, this is not. Sorry. There is an issue. This is not the correct ABI. Let's see. Right, let me compile again. Probably be. Oh. Okay, let's wait. Oh, this is a big problem with Remix. Have you ever failed for you, Upendra?
Which one?
The Remix ID, because it fails me every time.
Do you use Remix, Upendra?
Yeah, it happens with the remix. Uh, for quickly, if you want to just test the smart contract, I go for the remix sometime, but mostly I prefer going with the hard hat setup. It,
Okay,
because sometime remix, gives you the error which is not in the contract. It's just keep giving the error. But if you try to compile with hyperlane and test with a simple script, it works there.
nice. I will do the same because Remix is a big problem. So yeah. Okay, cool. We're gonna fix the token client using the new ERC20.json API with the new types, obviously. There we go. We're gonna set all the changes. Okay, cool. And that's it. We already have our front end. Okay, we'll use it in other tab. And let's check our staking fixed contract given by Cloud. And we're gonna do the same. As we're gonna say that accept as parameters public types, and that's it. Or public variables, as you want to say it. As you can see, it's converting the public type or the public variable to a private variable. Cool. There we go. Amount, claims, withdraw, mistake. Nice. I will deploy it again. And let's check this client. But remember, we deployed a new contract address for our TOEIC, for our contract, for our new contract, and that's it. I will go to Thirdweb and I will call right here, and that's it. Cool, it's working. Nice. Okay, so let's deploy our new private staking contract. And let's use.
So,
yep.
for anyone watching, if you just started, you can always scroll back and at lower speed to see which button he's actually clicking. That's
Cool. It's not. what I'm doing is deploying the second contract, because remember that we are using two private ERC20 contract. So I will go to contract and I will do the same with this one, and I will go here, we'll compile, and I will say reward, look at this, reward token RT, come on, please, remix.
Yeah, like nothing happened like that with me. Like just closing the tab.
Yeah, like hiding the parameters inputs, all this stuff. There we go. Good boy.
I mean, it happens with me, but not that random. It gives me time.
Yeah. No, like it's so weird. Anyway, I'm gonna deploy the main function. Let's see if it works. That main function from our new contract 10. Okay, what is the problem here? Oops. Okay. If we check these functions, it's working properly. Amount of string. Huh. Okay. Mint doggy. Okay, we have an issue, so we go back to tokens component and let's go to mint doggy and say that there is an issue there. Okay, gonna fix that. So let's go back to the remix. And now we can deploy properly our new staking contract. Staking paste. Okay, cool. We compile. Has an issue compiling that. Let's check if the cloud fix works. No, yeah, remix failed again. It's falling down.
I'd say this is a rare occurrence, right? Remix isn't failing all the time.
All the time.
All the time?
Can you give an insight into where it's bugging out?
Yeah, I will report it to, I don't know, to COTI team or someone, because or remix, I don't know. But I think it's the COTI plugin. So let's make sure the plugin is working properly, because yeah, it's weird. Okay, I will try again this main function. Oops. Token client has now this method. I think someone asked. Okay, let's see if this one works.
Rafa is
All
creating
right.
another doggy.
Sorry?
Go to the moon. Rafa is creating another doggy token today. Going to the moon.
Yeah. Yeah. New token to the moon. Well, we are in who is to say that? Like that season? All season. We are in all season, so I will make sure to make money with this. No, I'm kidding. But
No
yeah.
market talk. No market talk.
Yeah. Exactly. I will try if this works. Let me see that. If the contract works properly, actually. I will import this one, and then simple, and I will load right here. Let's go to it. It's not this one. Come on. Simple load. Oops. Again. No. Big trouble. But no worries. I will upload everything in a GitHub repository, and I will share it to you via the community, and also into the description of the YouTube live stream, with the full source code, and with this UI, and also connecting with the 3 smart contracts, because Remix has a problem here, and I cannot figure it out how to, like to import, to deploy, because it's failing and it's happening everything over here. But the thing I want to test here is like if can mint, and I'll actually to call, oops, no, this is the staking contract. Yeah, so into the staking contract, no, it's not this one. I selected the wrong. Oh, come on, Remix. But okay, no worries about this UI. Just given the problems by Thirdweb and with Remix, I gotta complete it actually the correct configuration for the front end stuff. But if we go to the staking UI, it's actually defining all the staking functions, and also you can write the functions for staking. And remember a little bit about the draw. Is basically sounds easy, isn't it? Because the user only deposit these COTI tokens or any other ERC private ERC token, and then the staking just process, and in the time the user can claim the tokens, isn't it? So this that you can build, and also you can use another UI with other AI assistant or your favorite assistant. I tested and I tried Cloud for Cursor and for ITE, but as we can see, it's not working properly. So my rate is low for Cloud at the moment, and with the same with Cursor. So let's go try to another AI just to check that can work better than these AI assistants, like probably Bolt, Unlovable, or B0. but my rate for like cloud, just working with smart contracts, with COTI, and with complex context about the blockchain, about the types, and also about the components, about also the signature, that is a big issue because the signature is so important, that is basically your account that should call each function. Basically, AI doesn't understand about that. So that's how about into the live stream should get into, about if the AI can do that, or AI has a problem with understanding about the topic that you are texting, the texting as a problem, obviously. That's the big issue, right? That's the big issue also with DeFi, and also with the apps, or with the complex the apps, that sounds like in like basically sounds like easy, but AI should have a little more context, more context, more info, more examples about that. So probably at the end I will create it half of manually and half with AI, just to upload correctly to the repository, and you can use it also as an example that you can use to any other AI assistant that say, hey, take an example of this repository, use it to create my staking app with this time, with I don't know, with 10 minutes for each rewards, and for 5 tokens as rewards, and everything like that. But that's the problem when you're trying to create a app since scratch, without context, or without enough examples. All right, so I don't know if you want to say anything, guys.
Yeah, so I always say like DeFi is the best part and always the difficult part with the Web3. But yeah, we have experienced a lot of tool here. As I already said, like we use Cursor, Claude, and also Thirdweb. I never used Thirdweb, so I learned Thirdweb here. So it was a great session for me. Learned a lot. Thanks for.
Great, thank you, Pendra.
Yeah, I was
Cool.
genuinely intrigued by the ease of use of Thirdweb. I'm curious about all the other functionalities you saw on the dashboard there, um, to to deploy easily. So thank you for taking us through that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great, great.
I wish I could help you.
Wonderful. Okay. What else? What I recommend, just to avoid remix ID in the meantime that is failing. As Upendra said, let's try working with. We have a live streams about hard hat, and also I think about Foundry, just to set up the smart contracts with AI, and to create smart contracts there, and also to deploy it, and also to test it. But if you go to vibe coding with those tools, just make sure that your prompts are defined very well, and uh, and that's it. There's a lot of challenges here. We will make sure that taking examples and taking a lot more context just in a previously repository that we will have in a README will be taken in the next live stream, and that's it. Let's make sure about that. So thank you, guys. I will share it to you, by the way. I will fix everything like that, just manually, and then I will upload into the description of the YouTube, of this YouTube live stream, just to let you clone and just to see the full source code, and also the full smart contracts, and we'll be deploying in Vercel as well, just to let you try, and let you try with a fine UI, with everything working very well. So, okay, thanks so much for this live stream. Uh, I think we have a live stream the next this week, the next week. I don't remember, Robert.
Thursday, I believe.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I think so. Perfect. So, okay, thanks so much,
Thursday.
and stay cutty.
Okay. Thank you, Rafa.
Yeah, Robert.